Polyfighter is a game I came across while browsing social media looking for work. Gotta hustle, you know? The concept of a 2D fighter roguelike game sounded pretty interesting to me, so I thought, hey, I like fighting games. Why not give it a whirl? So I'm here now, giving it a whirl. Oh, and if you're wondering why you're getting 2 first impressions videos in a row instead of a review for a game I completed recently, it's because of life. Just life. Nothing bad, actually really good. I got a job somewhere, and I'm in the middle of moving. So this is just easier for me to put out instead of putting together a full-length review. So that's why. Anyway, my impression of the game in its demo state is that it felt slow and a bit clunky, but in my opinion, that's to be expected. Just, from it being a demo from an indie team. That said, once I got a better grasp of the combos and how they worked, they aren't super in-depth, or at least they weren't in the demo, the game felt much more comfortable and easier. Let's just say that the range of the throws and how quickly you can throw them out, pun intended, needs to be tweaked if it wasn't already, because if you really wanted to, you could win just by throws alone if you time it right. Kind of like this.
What the hell is that?
Now, I do like the roguelike, man, that felt weird to say, structure of the game too. All you really have to do is pick your fighter, pick a branch, pick an opponent, if you're on a combat spot that is, fight, win, pick one of the opponent's abilities after you beat them, and that gets added to your move list. It's pretty cool. You'll discover and unlock more characters as you go, but since this is a demo, it's not as fleshed out as I'd imagine the full release will be. What I have a problem with is how you navigate the roguelike branches. There is no real back button to get back to the branch selection map, or at least there wasn't one that I could find. Once you click a spot, you're locked in for that spot. You can't back out. That could be intentional, so you're not, getting a sneak peek of what's there and then picking a different branch if it's something that you don't like. But it still annoyed me at the same time. And even with that thought, knowing who you'd be fighting won't tell you much about their moveset, since that can vary per encounter with that character. It's like walking into a ring and seeing Goku and be like, nah, I got this. This is clearly Kaioken, barely a Spirit Bomb era Goku, and he pops out Ultra Instinct. You're not gonna know. You're not gonna know until you fight them. By the way, that's not a complaint. I actually like the fact that you don't really know what they're gonna do when you get in there. You just know what character it is. Anyway, about the back button, it just felt odd. I don't know. The only back button that is there is if you pause the game and press the back button to get back to the main menu. From there, I'd assume you can select continue game and get back to the level selection screen that way, but that just seems like a lot for no good reason. So in short, gameplay good, UI UX could use some help. Visually, the game is stylized with, you guessed it, low poly visuals. So you can see each square and sharp edge on characters in their shiny, intentional lack of detail. Personally, I'm very fond of the look. The character designs are varied, but some stand out more than others, so I hope everyone gets a bit of a glow up, assuming their designs aren't final. Either way, I think Polyfighter is shaping up to be a fairly fun and good time for those who can't choose between playing a roguelike and playing a fighting game. It's quick to hop in, kick ass, and get your ass kicked. The gameplay is a bit slow, but it's clearly not going for the kind of speed and combo heavy gameplay you expect from something like Tekken. But who knows? I could be wrong. The game is still in active development. That could change. Or maybe I just didn't get deep enough in the demo, which I likely didn't because I only got through the first set of branches in the demo. There's another boss in the next set, and I'm assuming another one in a third set if there is a third. So for all I know, it could amp up and get super combo heavy. But at least for my first impressions, initially, it plays a bit slow. But I think that's intentional. So as it stands, I'm happy I gave this a whirl, and I'm looking forward to seeing the game's full release. And with that, I hope you all have enjoyed your stay. I'm TUSDarryl, and I'll catch you all later.